Hi, it's May 12th, 5:34 p.m. and I just finished working like a couple of 30 minutes ago. Today, I have anxiety, and that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the fact that I just talked myself out of an anxiety attack and how I dealt with it and how I usually deal with it and how this method helps me. And it might help some of you, whoever's watching. So that's what I want to talk about. I still feel a little bit of anxiety. For me, my anxiety manifests right here in my solar plexus. And the reason I keep saying I have anxiety and not that I am anxious is because, as we've talked before, I am is your consciousness. That means you're claiming yourself to be something. If I keep telling myself I am anxious, that becomes my lived experience every single day, every single moment of every single day, and I start believing this. So that's why, instead of telling myself I am anxious, I am sad, I am angry, I am happy, I am excited, I tell myself I have anxiety, I have excitement, I have happiness, I feel. I use these statements. Just helps me not identify with certain emotions and remind myself that they are just emotions. They're just energy in motion. Simple. Okay, that being said, I feel anxiety in my solar plexus, right here in my chest area. For some of you, you might feel it somewhere else, but I have come to notice over the years that I feel it right here. Now, the way that I dealt with this right now was completely get rid of any distractions, which is something I did talk about yesterday in my video vlog yesterday, where it's about asking myself questions. I ask myself questions. The questions I ask myself today to get myself out of this attack is are the following. I ask myself, who feels this anxiety? I do. What is this anxiety? It's fear. What is the opposite of fear? Love. Can I, for one moment, take the focus off this fear and focus on love just for the sake of feeling it? Yes. Am I capable of doing that? Yes. And that's exactly what I did. I focused on love. Now the thing is, the anxiety didn't disappear. It was still there. I still feel it. I still feel it. But the more I shift my focus to love, to feeling relief, to feeling completely grounded in the relief of this moment, gratitude, whatever feelings that I want to feel that are good. Or pretty much like I said in one of my other entries, feeling free. Because fear is being imprisoned by your current senses, by your current limitations, by the facts of the world. That is what fear is. And freedom is the opposite of that. It is closing your eyes and completely reminding yourself that you are free within you. You can go to the end of this problem, whatever problem it is, at any given point in time. And that's exactly what I did today. And that's what I try to do on most days. I cried. I had emotions where I was, where I had tears in my eyes and I was crying, and that is completely fine. It's totally fine to feel your emotions. It's not it's not something that you can't do. You're human. But the whole point of this exercise is to get you to realize that you can change however you're feeling towards a certain thing at any given point in time. It's something that you can always shift. Your perception of things, your feeling of things, the way you feel about things, the way you perceive things, you can always shift that. That is always in your control. So that's what this exercise does. It reminds you that you are in control. You're safe now. There's no underlying threat to you. Because to feel safe in your body is to feel safe in your imagination. That is something that I have realized. Maybe not everybody agrees with this, and that's totally fine. But I've come to realize that for me to feel safe in my imagination, I need to also feel safe in my body. I need to feel it in my body. And where do I feel love and trust and relief and freedom? In my gut. That's where I feel those emotions. I feel anxiety in my solar plexus and fear in my solar plexus. And I feel love and freedom and relief and gratitude and all these amazingly oh my god, ooey gooey feelings, gooey, that's what I wanted to say, gooey feelings in my gut. That's where I feel them. So yeah, that's what I do to talk myself out of an anxiety attack. And I used to get full-fledged panic attacks like 7-8 years ago. Full-fledged. So to be in this place right now feels pretty amazing, where I can logically and practically talk myself out of these fear-based situations and remind myself that I am here, I am alive, I am safe, I have clean water to drink, I have good food to eat, I have a cat who is the cutest little gnome on this planet. I have people who love me. I have a family that cares about me. I have friends who really, 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 really think that I'm amazing. And I have my skills and talents, and I have a job, and I have the money to actually pay my bills. And just going on this rampage about the things that I have is already making me feel better. So that, and I'm not anxious, which kind of ties hand in hand in what I said yesterday, that you can't be grateful and anxious at the same time. You can't. It's not possible. So remember, the opposite of fear is love. It'll always be love. And when I say love, it is whatever love means to you. It doesn't have to be the societal definition of love. It is whatever love means to you. Whatever you think of, that warm, fuzzy feeling you get in your body when you think of love, that's what love is to you. Whatever that is to you. Everybody has different definitions of love. For me, it is the most freeing feeling in the world. If I want to describe it, I can describe it as floating on the cloud while also being extremely, extremely present. It's like that. It's like floating on a cloud while simultaneously taking everything in at the same time, but floating, that's how I describe love. All of that to say, this is something that I was contemplating on since last night. I'm reading Edward Art's book called No One to Change But Self, and it is such a great read. I want to shout out to my friend Niv, who gave me that book. Amazing book. But I also put it in the description box if you want to read it. But that's what he talks about in that book, which is this idea of you can't. Basically, this idea that fear can only cease to exist where love can exist. Fear will cease to exist where love can exist. That's what he talks about in one of the chapters, and I completely agree with that. And today I was able to put it in motion and actually experience the love regardless of what I see outside, regardless of how true it is or how not true it is, if I feel it to be true within me, then it is true. That's it. So yeah, I feel a lot better. I'm gonna go to my first Pilates class today, so I'm excited for that. And anyway, I hope you guys have a nice whatever part of the world you're in, and just go out.